by women in the sector, and the world's first company to have all female engineers solarizing rooftops. She has served on the boards of the Lahore Electric Supply Company, Pakistan State Oil, and currently is on the board of Pakistan Refinery Limited, Flow Petroleum, and PACES. Tara received her education from renowned global institutions, namely Cornell, Oxford, and Harvard Law School. As president of the Dawood Global Foundation, her passions are empowering women, entrepreneurs, flood relief, wheelchairs, as Martin mentioned, and Bhuk Mitao, food rations, and educating girls, which is what today's event is fundraising for. She will set the stage for today's event, which will essentially center around a panel discussion. Tara, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. It is such an honor for us to have this amazing male compare as well here at the Ladies Fund gathering, and such incredible, incredible people with us today. So I want to thank each of you for being here, ladies and gentlemen, honorable guests, your excellencies, honorable dignitaries, distinguished guests, members of the press, and cherished friends. As we gather on British soil, I find it fitting to begin with an Irish quote. There are no strangers here, only friends you haven't met yet. And I feel that way sincerely. And through the course of the 15 years of Ladies Fund, many people have actually met not only business partners, but some of their best friends in their life. And I can't wait to see who meets who here. And for that reason, we're going to keep this program very short, as short as we can, and asking our panelists to speak for about a minute max each, so that we can get to the heart of the networking and getting to know each other and the very, very delicious food that we planned for you today. So I think it'll be much more fun than maybe those of you who've been dreading seeing a large time frame. It's actually going to be short and quick and fun. So this is our 22nd event at the British Deputy High Commission, if you could imagine, and our 9th January gathering. So give a round of applause for this. And like every relationship, it's one that we appreciate when it gets stronger and stronger, and each of it has been part of your journey. And along the way, we've educated 15,000 girls, trained 1,200 men and women in interior Sindh and sustainable trades with UNDP, and empowered women entrepreneurs, with many, many of you being trainers even here. And with the generous support of donors like OGDCL, as well as Al-Barka, we've actually now crossed, and many of the donors here, we've crossed 4,200 wheelchairs across the nation, across 27 districts in Sindh, as well as Punjab, Baluchistan, Dara-Bukti, Jalmlaxi, KPK, even Lucky Marvith, and very interesting parts of Pakistan, we've dared to enter. And companies like Packages, Nestle, you've seen your sparkling, sustainable water here today. There should be no plastic in sight. As well as Garib Sons and Unilever have helped us, and many, many of you, to provide 37,500 food rations. We also, as a foundation, we manage zakat, sadqa, disaster relief, and you're going to hear a little bit about that as well. And sadly, our nation has faced many disasters, and these are areas where we are geared all over the nation to help. And many of you know that we go in person, and also Facebook Live some of these areas. Some of the scariest, most taboo areas of Pakistan happen to be some of the most beautiful. They actually have shrines, forts, sites, alligators, all these fun things you wouldn't expect. And they're in Hamara, Pakistan. And 1 year ago, we had this lunch here at the British. And the very next day, it was Saturday, so Monday morning, I flew to Peshawar for the first time and saw all the Buddhas that exist in our nation and the entire history there. And throughout this year, from going to Baluchistan, through all over interior Sindh, and Multan. We went to Raim Khan, Multan, and Bawalpur. We not only have the most beautiful clothes in our nation, but we also have the shrines and the forts and these amazing, amazing things. And we know that, but what you might not know, since today's theme is UN SDGs, is we're actually one of the least polluters in the world. Our country is actually very proud to naturally be one that actually upcycles, recycles. I'm sure you've all had a matka kheer. I'm sure you've all had your butta corn made in newspapers. I'm sure you've all experienced that our nation naturally has a legacy of recycling, upcycling, and that we should actually be, we are standing here proud. And one of the things we're so glad is that when we just trained 1,200 youth in interior Sindh, Larkana, Mirpukas, Dadu, as well as Tando Alir, in green skills training with UNDP, one thing was certain: I wanted to have Sindhi trainers training in the language of Sindh. And I'm really proud that we didn't need to get trainers from international. We actually have the best resources in our own land, speaking to our own people in their own language. And I think that that's something we should really be proud of, because sometimes we read in newspapers that we're an uneducated nation, that we're a nation that has to learn from the West. Well, this is one. You meet each other, you come up with ideas, you brainstorm, whether we do it or you do it. It's the logical next step. And that's why we've chosen UN SDG number 17, which is Partnerships for the Goals, because 2030 is coming up really soon, and the goals have not yet been achieved. And it's easy to say Pakistan is behind, but if we all work together, Pakistan can surely be ahead. And wouldn't that be lovely? So let's not just strive to be a part of the goals, but let's strive to be leaders with these goals for the next 5 years. And as you know, we have our own spinning wheel that Martin spun earlier, and soon you'll all have a chance to spin. And this has caught the attention of global headquarters in New York, who think it's really cool that we're making interactive games. You played a dartboard when you came in, you've got the wheel, to make UN SDGs mainstream and fun. And this is something they might start using in both Geneva and New York. Can you imagine? So I am, for one, thankful to you all for being here today, and you're going to hear from others. And I'm going to try and make the speeches short. Some of you know I lost my voice for 5 weeks, the day after this event last year, and I secretly think it was God punishing me for boring you all with speeches. So on that note, I'm going to end this one, but I have to thank our amazing compere, Nabila, who did the national anthem, Athia and Misbah, who did the beautiful recitation, all our sponsors and partners. Especially, let's also mention Bombay Lighthouse, which has made the most amazing spread for you all today with the yummiest food. And we also have our panel sponsor, Habib Metro, platinum sponsor, 786 Investments, Vessel Asset Management, Visconi, there's cookies, okay, and Ismail Global. To our gold sponsors, PSO, Maple Solar. By the way, Maple Solar has flown from Canada for this event. Isn't that amazing? And we have Flow Petroleum, who've flown from Lahore and Dubai for this event. Our angel donor, OGD Sale, who've flown from Islamabad for this event. And all your support has been so amazing. And we have to thank our partners, Nestle. I mentioned those really nice sparkling waters. They also have coffee, for those of you who need some way to get through the day. Igloo, that means there's ice cream here. Sania Muscatia for this gorgeous Jura. Depalex for my look, macaroon for the French macaroons you have, Irma for the pan. I am a Mayman girl, so we have pan for you at this event, so please enjoy it. And our incredible stalls of unique collection, Jugnu candles, meme and starshine truck art that have been curated for you. And we do ask that you buy local, support local, and actually spend at these stalls as well as donate to our programs, whether it be wheelchairs, food rations, or girl education, because nothing is possible without each of you. So thank you for that, and have an amazing afternoon.